hand me controls.
Oh yeah. You're so controlling.
Oh fuck.
I need
TJ, what
those.
should our clickbait title be?
Yeah.
What's happening in the streaming world these days?
I don't fucking know.
Apex Legends.
Apex Legends, yeah. Which beat out Fortnite. Alright, I'm going to your dashboard so I can kind of see what's going on live.
What is the most watched category? Apex Legends by a large margin, beating Fortnite.
A large Marge. Oh man.
Man, I'm really glad that they're kicking Fortnite's ass because I hate Fortnite.
So this is what living in a post-Fortnite world is like.
I haven't played Fortnite since before the Thanos stuff.
Yeah. I think I played like
I
once or
want
twice
to.
after that. I just
Or, you
suck
know-
too much at it.
Even want to try PUBG again. I've only played one round.
PUBG's fun.
Yeah.
That's because
I
PUBG
suck
feels like a
equally
horror
at-
game.
Yeah, I suck equally at PUBG, but it's more fun to suck at than
Yeah.
Fortnite was.
Yeah, like the fun with PUBG was it's basically like a horror game where you're just waiting to hear some footsteps of stranger and then get into a gunfight or get like shot from behind and spooked. You know, whereas like Fortnite's just more of like a meme game from what it seems like. Like there isn't any like horror aspect to it.
I just didn't
But-
like having to balance the shooter stuff with the building stuff.
Yeah, it's a little bit too much for my brain to handle.
I'm old. I can't.
But Apex Legends is like the big thing right now.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that is. Is it like the same thing?
It's a free to play. No, it's not. It's a free to play.
Is it a shooter MOBA?
I mean, we're gonna talk about them
A Shoba?
on the podcast. I haven't played it though, but I installed it, but I never played it. But we should play it because it's free to play.
Yeah.
I can play with TJ.
Wait, why just with me?
Well, I can because it's on all the consoles.
Oh,
Yeah.
so I could play it on
Matt has a console.
PlayStation.
Yeah, we could all play it together on PlayStation
Whoa.
4.
What's that like? The last time we did that was Diablo.
I know. We could play PlayStation.
Ooh, Diablo.
I'll play it on any console. I don't really give a shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll play it. I always prefer to play shooters on PC because I'm just better at aiming on PC. But also, people on PC are probably way too good at the game, so it might be better to play it on console. I've heard it's a lot like the Call of Duty. We'll talk about it. We haven't played it. I'm sure I need to play
I'll have
it.
to get one of those Delgados and stream it.
Delgados. I should get a Delgado. I'm gonna put that on my
How
list
much
of
are
things
those?
to buy. They're expensive, but not super expensive.
I mean, if you want to get like the current top of the line one, you're talking 180 to $200.
Just for video capture?
Well, for the good video capture, 60
well,
frames.
it's like basically a video card.
But I mean, I bought mine for I think like 120 or something, but I also didn't get the 60 frames per second one, so I had
Well,
access.
yeah.
John,
No,
it's
Matt,
not a
what you would
video
want-
card. It's a video card has to actually render shit. This is just taking a video feed and transferring it to something else.
Well, you don't have to get an Elgato.
I mean,
That's just the fancy, expensive brand.
my Dazzle. That thing is like lagless.
Yeah.
You're paying for.
Well, I don't stream at
For-
60 frames per second either.
No, but I mean, you're yeah, but you want to capture at 60, and then
Otherwise, I'm just get choppy, like me.
you just want to capture at the highest you can, and then.
I'm sorry, you guys pinged me probably. I just
The only problem with like not getting an Elgato is that like the options besides it are all basically shit. There's basically not a real competitor. I have an analog one, but I don't have one that would do HDMI.
Good job. Proud of you.
God damn.
Good sneeze. Hey, we've got 4 viewers. How about that? For John's sneeze stream.
Oh yeah, the Elgato Game Capture HD60S. So the price on this has gone up quite a bit, TJ.
What is it now? 230.
No, it's 180.
Yeah, that's
But I mean, like when I thought about buying one like 4 years ago, they were $99.
Yeah, that's. I don't know.
Yeah,
It
4
just
years
seems
ago, they
like
didn't
something
have
that should be
the
like
60S.
$60.
Well, they had the 60.
They have the 60, but not the 60s.
Yeah.
And I think they're on sale for $90 because that one's still like 150.
Well, this also is not being sold. Usually ships within 1 to 2 months. Let's go on Newegg. Amazon may not have a real price.
I'll
just
throw
don't
at everyone
see-
in our group.
I just don't see why something that's taking in an already digital signal and then transferring it as a digital signal is that expensive. It's not doing anything.
Yeah, the Elgatos are 180. But
Yeah,
you do get a free gift with purchase.
I have the Elgato 2 steps below. Not the HD60S, not the HD60. I just have the HD.
What's my free gift I get?
Unless I can stream straight from my PlayStation. Is that a thing that's possible?
Well, that is
Yeah.
a thing that is built into the PlayStation, Matt.
Cool.
And kind of sucks.
Yeah, but it works.
It does work.
That's why you just need like a headset.
Yep. You just need a 3.5. You just want to grab any analog
Okay, but I'm gonna
single
need
plug headset.
all my headphones are lightning cable, so I'm gonna need a lightning cable to 3.5.
Wow, it's almost as if you've upgraded to a technology everything else
No, I'm
uses.
just kidding. All my
I know.
headphones are Bluetooth because I live in the future.
Because you want that. You want that bit crunched audio.
Yep.
I'm kidding.
Dude, I just listen to podcasts. I don't need pristine audio for that.
It actually isn't even that bad anymore. It used to be.
Yeah. But no, like when I'm working on music, I have studio quality headphones, and it is a huge difference. But that's for doing stuff. If I'm just listening to stuff, I don't give a shit. It's mostly for making sure that I hear the stuff that other people will get pissed
Here's
off
what most
about if they
people
care
say.
more about me.
I'm considering getting an Elgato HD60 Pro, but unclear. I want to stream on PC. What? Why would you need a capture card if you're going to stream on PC?
Sometimes they do PC to PC. They're on a 2 PC setup.
Oh yeah. I've thought about trying to do something like that with the podcast, but it just didn't work out super right.
I know.
Just to
it's
have
just
like the
interesting.
one for recording and the call, and then the one for streaming.
I've talked to some people at a computer shop. Would easily reduce the amount of strain on my PC by going to OBS and selecting Elgato as the encoder. I mean, but like streaming and playing a game at the same time on any sort of well put together gaming PC isn't really gonna like kill you.
Not if
You know
your
what I mean?
graphics card fans fall off.
Well, that's different. But like most like CPUs are, it's not a thing that you need basically. It's all these things anyway. But anyway, I can't believe that Elgato is so expensive.
I mean, again, it's that whole idea of like people who want to start a podcast. Like, which microphone should I get? Oh, you
Yeah.
get this top the line.
But the
one.
thing is, there really isn't another option. Like,
For current gen consoles, yeah.
Yeah.
Is there much of a secondary market for Elgatos, or
Somewhat, I would
people
say.
just have them until they break?
I mean, again, my big thing is I think I got them on a sale at GameStop when I still worked at GameStop with my discount. So I was able to kind of not break the bank so much.
yeah, I thought that they were not that expensive.
But it also seems that the demand keeps going up.
Yeah.
It's not been dropping at all.
I got a thing that took HDMI and changed it into RCA video cables, and that was only $15. So I just want the same thing but backwards.
Okay, yeah, that's what you want is a Dazzle. It's only $60. Well, it was $60 12 years ago.
Yeah,
and
this is
that
captured.
takes RCA cables to USB, and then you plug that into your computer and it captures it.
Oh yeah. That's basically because mine's actually coming out of USB, not HDMI. I think I haven't used it recently. Yeah, I'm not. I don't know. If I start streaming console stuff, I'm not gonna be too concerned with it being like top of the
Okay.
line.
Just get your Super Nintendo out, get your copy of Rex Ronan Experimental Surgeon,
Oh
and
man, if only I had that. I think
well,
the
that's fine.
dumbest game I have is Revolution X with Aerosmith.
You don't understand how much time as a kid I put into the video game based off the motion picture toys on Super
Yeah.
Nintendo. The game is bad, but now I have weird nostalgia because of how much I played it. And it definitely is nostalgia because that algia suffix means pain. I do have that pain of the past. But it's a pain I want to share with others. You will hold my pain with me. We will all go into this oblivion together.
Is
Why
Toys,
are we...
is Toys
Yeah, go
even a kids movie?
Kinda. It's about an adult who really shouldn't be acting like a kid. And it was all about his father saying, yeah, we're going to make you kind of grow up fast because I died. And
Yeah.
I gave the toy company to my to my brother.
Because I
was a
remember seeing
military
the
guy.
cover of this VHS and just being creeped out by it.
Hey, what's up?
Can this glass thing be replaced?
Yeah. Easy.
Thanks, Captain.
So
Okay.
Matt, you got some other options.
Yeah, it happens. But you know, it didn't crack.
There's the Hapauji HD PVR2.
Oh yeah, the Habauges. Those things are expensive too, aren't
Can
they?
I
But-
get anything from
150.
Monoprice for like $16?
I know, right? I actually was on Monoprice and there isn't anything. I'm surprised they don't have something.
No, I just
Like
got
because
like HDMI splitters and stuff from them. That's all I found.
I think GameStop used to sell the Habauges too.
yeah, so
But-
the Avermedia, yeah, these have all like doubled in price since the last time I looked.
Yeah.
I should have bought one. I mean, I swear to God.
Yeah,
That
well, that
that
was before
was-
the streaming bubble hit. Now
Yeah.
everybody's making their millions of streaming dollars.
Mm-hmm.
But like the problem with like getting the
I mean, can you stream with the Habauge or is that just recording?
I think it's probably streaming.
Okay. But I mean, depending on which ones you get, I mean, it looks like those range anywhere from like about 120 to 160 for the mid-grade ones. I mean, I'm not looking at official sources. I'm using Bing shopping. Gotta get them Bing points. I almost got enough for a $10 Xbox card.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Get those porn points.
Yep. No, that's just depressing now. I just can't. Sorry, I went elsewhere for a second. I show up off the dock.
Yeah, guys, update the dock.
I did.
I didn't, but I know I could put in there.
Maybe yeah. I was looking at the HD60, not the HD60S. What's the difference?
One's got an S on it.
I used to remember. I think the 60S can actually record 1080p 60, whereas
No,
the
they both can.
HD6
They both can.
Sure, I thought the HD60
Nope,
was only
they
720
both.
60.
Here it is though. The HD60S has USB 3.0.
Okay,
That's the
so
difference.
maybe a little bit less lag.
A little, but it doesn't seem like that the other one was that bad.
I mean, at least the HD, it's about 850 milliseconds.
This is what
It
I
depends
like.
on
Though.
device.
I'm reading
Um,
one of these websites where it has just basically it's just Amazon, like of referral links.
Mm-hmm.
Um, And I love reading a review of this $150 capture card box saying, Elgato's working out the kinks in the software. Sometimes it will stutter and desync the audio from the video. Oh, I've only paid an ass load of money for this. Why is this not working? Then there's just the Game Capture HD, which is like the lowest end one. It's not even on sale anymore. Then you can get it used for 150. Like the gouging on these is pretty insane right now. Avermedia seems to be the only other competitor, and they're also like super expensive. There's a Razer Ripsaw capture card.
Oh yeah. The new gaming mouse, the boner missile.
I also like this Magewell video capture dongle. It's not well known, but the plug and play ability on OBS is very good. One weakness is it gets extremely hot. This is $300 for this thing. Man, I just don't get this. It seems like a market that is desperately in need for more competition. Because there's really only one option. Because, like, if you look at reviews of all these other ones, they're very spotty.
I like how many companies are there that do video encoding? There's shitloads of them.
Yeah. I think I have an Avermedia one. But it's just I used it to hook up the VCR, so it's just VCR to.
Just wait until they have an Amazon Basics capture card.
I know, right? I can't believe that. I mean, the only reason why there isn't a competitor right now that's cheaper. I'm surprised Monoprice doesn't have something.
Yeah. I wonder if
Monoprice
it's just a matter of, like, it's so difficult to get in because there's so much name recognition behind Elgato.
I mean, I guess. But, I mean, you put out a game capture device for $60.
Like, why doesn't Razer make an overpriced video capture thing or something?
All right, so I have Hornet Tech HDMI video capture device game recorder USB 3.0 1080p 60 on Monoprice for.
Have you checked AliExpress?
It is $80. It has 0 reviews and 6 questions. None answered. I just love these questions too. They're fucking stupid as shit. So to confirm, this will capture streamed audio and video from HDO device and save as QuickTime file on Mac, correct?
I've got the straight dope from AliExpress right here.
Right.
It's the Unashine video capture card PCIe 1080p 330 HDMI capture card vMix Wirecast OBS, and it's $50. Or you could get a USB 3.0 1080p game video capture card, grabber recording conference live streaming for MacBook, Mac, Windows, Win 10 for $69.88.
Anyway, it just seems like a really weird situation when you have a market like that. There's only like one. It's like the Yeti USB mic. Like there's really only one good one.
How about the Great Lizard EasyCap 280 HB HDMI video capture 1080p video from HDMI Blu-ray set-top box computer game box etc. with microphone for $42.65.
I've got a good Yahoo Answers up, or Byte
Nice.
Answers, so we're good there. I read half of it, so I'll be surprised as well.
I just
Oh.
don't know why the Elgato is so
I guess
damn expensive.
I should probably put this in the dock too, just for funsies. It's not much of anything.
So I need to get myself one of them Eldorados.
Yeah. Lost City of Gold. At least it's cool to see that analog capture cards are not nearly that expensive.
You know
So
what's
if I wanted to
it's-
stream some like shitty Super Mario Brothers or something.
Oh, I have an Elgato. I have the USB. I have the Elgato USB capture device. The one that is for like old RGB cables.
Yeah. Is there like a viewership for old games like that if I'm not a speedrunner though?
You just
Not as big.
not as big, but do it for fun.
Yeah.
And if anything, you don't have to. If it's not a game that someone would necessarily recognize off the top of the, just whatever, just use the game retro instead. That's what
Okay.
most people have been streaming older games that aren't like
I'm gonna
Mario
start
3.
a System Shock stream
Just
because I got that for free from
use an
Amazon.
emulator.
Yeah,
What
no,
are
I'll-
those?
I'll do that. Well, I would have to buy a controller anyways, and that's the same cost as like
Wait,
a
Yeah,
analog capture box.
but you have a controller.
I wouldn't
So-
want to use an Xbox controller for like Super Nintendo games.
So here's the difference in the Elgato video capture device that I have, the USB 2.0 one I bought. It is $90 on Prime right now, and in 2017 I paid $60 for it. So the prices are just going up because, and I bought it right before Christmas. So it's just the market right now is pretty crazy for streaming related things. I mean, look at Best Buy. I mean, like if you search Elgato, they have like a game capture, a green screen chroma key panel,
Yeah.
a Stream Deck USB keypad where you can have little buttons
Yeah.
that you can customize.
I want to eventually get one of those.
What's the
Which
point of
one?
a Stream Deck?
No, I want one.
Well, what's the point of that?
Oh, you can.
Because I don't feel like memorizing buttons to tell my OBS things.
Yeah, you can probably bind like different scenes to it, and
Hmm.
You can bind
So you could
scenes,
switch
you can
between-
bind sounds, you can bind
yeah, like common pop-up things that you're gonna have.
yeah.
It's like you're in a little mini TV studio.
Couldn't you just get a keyboard and do that?
Could.
Well, then
But-
you would have. So it's like what I do for music. I could play piano with just my computer keyboard, but it makes a lot more sense to buy a MIDI controller for it.
I guess to be fair, their cheaper Stream Deck with only 6 buttons,
buttons.
is only $80 right now. on
And the
Best
thing
Buy.
with that is all of those icons you actually they're LED little things.
oh
you
yeah,
can
they're
actually
screens.
make their you can make your own little buttons.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. You put your own icons.
So you can have your Neon Cat button. You can have your
Have them all
Um,
just be little pictures of my face.
you can have your button that will
All right, we got to
get you
start
kicked off
recording.
of Twitch. Yeah, I thought we were.
Well, I
we know
gotta
our
get-
faces.
I got to get audio levels.
You didn't do that yet?
No,
I thought you
We
did
were
that like an hour
chatting.
ago.
we were having a good time at chatting. All
Having
right,
a
here we
good time.
go. Our faces aren't even on the stream anyway. So,
Yeah, that's because we haven't started yet.
all right, everyone, silence.
No.
Okay, well, we got to be quiet so I can get a clean audio to pull out all the static from TJ. Shut up, Spinelli. It's probably good enough anyway.
Yeah.
Let me. All right, this is John talking, and then Matt
It's your boy Matt.
and TJ.
Yeah, I'm a little too close. Hang on. Okay, now that's better.
All right, we sound good.
We're fucking pros.
I'm gonna
My camera looks foggy, but I can't open my camera settings to adjust it right now.
All right, If
It's
you guys
fine.
want to do like
Hey,
a
guys.
20-second pre-show thing, I need to get another drink of water because I finished my soda.
All right.
But we're gonna start as soon as I get back.
So who's on first? TJ.
Swear words.
I
Wait,
like.
what are we
I can hear this and it's fucking terrible.
No, we're improvising, John. That's all
Well,
good.
improvise something that's good.
How
Yes, and.
so this crazy weather, huh? We're gonna snow.
I'm tired of snow.
Go get your damn drink. Here, let me put on some pre-show music.
Yeah. Now that John's gone, welcome to Born in the 80s, episode 343. I'm your co-captain, TJ May,
And
joined by
I'm-
my other...
I'm your
Okay.
first mate on this hostile takeover, Matt Haig. Mutiny.
Yes. Mutiny. You've been dealing a little bit with the seas lately, haven't you, Matt?
Oh yeah, a little bit. We'll talk about that later. The short version is I don't know what the fuck I'm doing in that game.
It's about the same thing I've got going on in my game.
Yeah.
I was... and we'll talk about this more once John gets back.
If he gets back, what
But-
if he's dead?
That's a definite possibility. But since I haven't really played games on my phone in forever, what I did was I just went in my purchased, which shows all the things I downloaded for free too.
Yeah.
It's like, let me see what old games I played. Just kept going through it. I don't know. I guess let's just get this Slingo adventure game because I like Slingo. It's slots and bingo together.
Okay.
But then I'm like, oh, freaking Tiny Dice Dungeon. that took all of my time 2 years ago. What could hurt? Just download that again. We'll happen to see if my old save backup's there. Oh, it's not. I guess we start from the beginning. Oh, it's fine. It's anytime I've not been, what's the word?
Busy, predisposed,
No,
indisposed,
it's
masturbating.
giving up on life.
Oh,
Fart
Giving
okay.
up on
butts.
life. That's the word.
The millennial curse.
Yes, it's been
All right.
we mutinied. We took over the show.
Yeah, the show already
Nice.
started. Our new intro is Lover Boys working for the weekend.
Oh, good. That's legal.
Who's gonna report us, John? We're pirates.
Well, just wait until I try and download the fucking video off YouTube and it won't let me.
Your heart Tweedledee, being a pirate is so
anyways,
great
I
to be.
think this
Do what you
song
want 'cause a
is-
pirate is free.
Is something worthy of
You are a
commentary,
pirate.
and I'm definitely adding to it by providing commentary.
Yes. When Loverboy said that everybody was working for the weekend, do you think that they are speaking of the middle class only or some of the
Yeah.
other...
Well, definitely not the 1%. They don't work. That's why we got to eat the rich. But we've been over that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Episode, I think, 339, Eat the Rich? I'll have to find out.
Can we just name all the episodes Eat the Rich from now on? Because seriously, fuck those guys.
I fucking hate. I hate. I'm so pissed about the Elgato stuff lately.
Yeah, we're all upset that Jablinski can't get his Elgato figured out.
Oh,
What?
wow, it's so far ago. It's 337 was Eat the Rich.
I just can't. I can't get over how expensive this thing is. They're more. When do you buy something and then 3 years later the exact same thing is like $40 more
Yeah,
expensive?
no, and it's like
It's the
I keep
same thing,
harping
it's
on
not a
this, but
newer
I have-
version.
I have a vague idea of the technology required for this, and it's not crazy.
No. Yeah.
It's
And
like
I wanna
something
mention-
that generic can do pretty easily, and I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
know why they don't.
And I would mention the Elgato video capture digitized video for Mac PC or iPad, which is a great name for an thing. Gotta get all the SEO names in your capture item. Isn't like it's not that robust in terms of like capturing software. I mean, it is literally like a stick that has a USB coming out one end and red, yellow, and white, and an S video spot going in. And like the video capture software is like super Macintosh, like iMovie wannabe basic, like hit play to record, like not super good, useful, for on the fly editing. So it's like really bare bones. And it's expensive. Yeah, it's like it's so stupidly expensive. Like, because there are alternatives which I had before I bought this one. I don't even remember the fucking weird gray market Asian company that existed that made the one that I had.
Was it the Great Lizard EasyCap 1080p 60 FPS full HD video
You know,
recorder 287 HDMI to USB video capture card device for Windows, Mac, Linux support of live streaming?
It may have been, but
It's
it
a
was
very nice shade of red.
I want to see what it was, because if I remember correctly, yeah, here it is. The Sabrent VD, always good, GRBR USB 2.0. And this was S-Video left and right, video in, with a USB out, as well as the yellow, red, and white analog out as well, so you could put it on a TV.
Yeah.
And that was let me view my order. That was $20. Like, and it's the same technology. It may not work as well as the Elgato because it's fucking gray market and terrible, but that was in 2013.
Yeah.
Like, it's just
No,
insane.
if I get a capture
the
card,
gouging.
it's probably going to be this weird $50 capture card from AliExpress. Just because, like, what's the harm?
You could buy 3 of those for the price
The
of an
HD
Elgato.
video capture card PCIe 1080p 30 HDMI capture card vMix Wirecast OBS. Like, everybody knows that name. Welcome to the Amazon expedition.
Yeah. Do we want
Anyway.
to actually open the show?
Yeah, let's do it. Matt, take the little Chiron off.
It's been
It's
off
been off
for
for
a
a bit.
while
Okay.
since we started the show.
Welcome to Born in the 80s, episode 243.
243?
We've gone back into the past.
It's podcasts are all doing their let's air an old episode again to make more episodes per week for our regular listeners, and that's what we're doing. So
Yeah.
here's episode 2, whatever you said.
243 hot Pokemoms off the top of my head because I remember exactly what it was.
Yeah.
This is
Oh,
just
man.
us doing a live intro for an old episode. Ready? And roll that tape.
Welcome to Born in the 80s, episode 343. I'm your host, John Danger, joined by my co-hosts.
Look at me. I'm the captain now. Matt Hag.
Ooh.
And I'm TJ May. Just contemplating my life choices now.
That's not good for you.
No, it's not. I don't like being in my head.
Have you
Not
tried
at all.
getting super baked?
No, I've not. I'm actually, and we've talked about this on the podcast, a freaking square,
Yeah.
and I kind of wish I wasn't.
Well, you could not be. But
I,
this maybe
yeah.
is a conversation we should have off air.
or hypothetically.
Yeah. No, I just like baking. I like make brownies and
Yep.
cookies.
And now that I've looked up this episode 243 picture, I now want to look up some maybe not good for me pictures.
What did you say the title was? Pokemon?
Hot Pokemoms.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, we don't want to get in the Mickey Quickie hole again this early in the
Oh,
episode.
It's fine. We won't get into it. But if you'd like to get into it yourself, that's a choice for you to make. There is a subreddit. It's r/Pokeporn.
I think it was
And-
r/Pokemoms.
No. And that gives your best from people who are into the animalistic stuff, the food no, not foodnary. That's female presenting with male organs. There's the term for animals that look like humans.
Furry.
Yeah, but there's another term for that. And then just trainers, which is just the peoples. But
Does
yeah,
the trainer stuff have like a BDSM kind of tint to it?
Not all the time, but for
Okay.
some of them.
Because
Uh,
I imagine it'd be like, yes, I am training you. I'm in charge.
Oh, it's not trainer versus Pokemon. It's just that's what the humans in the
Well,
Pokemon
yeah,
world
because
typically
training on
are.
Pokemon action, that would just be too far.
Oh, it's in there.
Oh, God.
So I just want to mention we were bitching about the price of the Elgato, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So it looks like the HDS, if you were to go back to 2016, it looks like, oh no, 2016 is bad because that's a high price area. 2017, because it was new in 2016. 2017, it was about 150. Now it's about 180. Its lowest price was 120 in November of 2017. I'm going on a website which is awesome called camelcamelcamel.com. Have you ever been to Camel?
No.
So you just put in
Maybe.
an Amazon
what kind
URL
of pictures do they have?
and it will show you the price history of an item.
Oh,
And
I've seen something like that, but it was like a Chrome plugin that does the
so
same
it's
thing.
super useful to see because one of the problems I have with Amazon now is that prices are just everywhere.
Yep.
So here's what I was thinking of, TJ, because looking back at Camel, Amazon, the price of the Elgato non-HDS was $109.99 for a very long time on Amazon.
Yeah.
So they basically raised the prices by like $80 to $90 in the last 2 years. So I'm just saying right now, people want to stream stuff on Twitch have to pay a lot more for it, which is insane. Because Matt, like, what kind of technology is in one of these game capture boxes?
Well, a lot of the time with video latency, what you're doing is transferring something from analog to digital, and that's where the real computing power is. But if it's HDMI, it's already digital, so it's taking one digital signal and passing it off to a program within the box, to another piece of hardware, and then to a program. And that just seems like something that shouldn't be super difficult to figure out how to do well. I mean, even with USB 2.0, that's not a ton of data. So I imagine the latency wouldn't be super bad if you're not trying to stream a really high resolution.
Yeah, and I think the problem I mostly have is that there's one company, Elgato, making like the only ones that have decent reviews, and so they basically can charge whatever the fuck they want for this thing. And right now it's $180. What was 2 years ago $100 is now $180.
So what you have to do is you have to get a box to convert your HDMI to RCA, and then get the RCA to USB, and that'll still be cheaper than an Elgato.
Yeah.
And probably a lot laggier because there's 2 extra conversion steps in there. But yeah, whatever.
Yeah, and I think the thing that's annoying is that and then I'm just gonna fucking shit down Elgato's throat right now, because the original Elgato Game Capture HD had I believe both HDMI and the analog inputs.
So I'll tell you specifically what it has, because that's the one I have.
Okay.
You said the HD, but nothing after, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So it has an HDMI pass through. I don't use the pass through because I tend to have wonkier latency on my TV when I do it that way. But it also has this weird. All right, I'm gonna go back quite a bit, but it almost looks like it's not an S video, but it's something more akin to what the audio cord from a Sega Genesis Generation 2 was. What the audio video cord it had. It was that weird, like, 8-pin thing. And that 8-pin thing has 2 adapters that come with the device. One that connects directly into a PlayStation 3, and one that gives you a composite out. Sorry,
Okay.
component out, not composite. So the 5 cables. So it'd give you the 5 females, and then you could plug in component to that. That's the reason I picked this device over the HD60. The HD60 is because that one was HDMI only.
Yeah.
But I now realize after the fact, I'm like, I'm fine with composite RCA. I don't necessarily need component RCA. I've still got my Dazzle, so I really didn't need to step down. But I'm not necessarily dissatisfied with this Elgato specifically.
Yeah. Yeah, and yeah, it's really interesting that Elgato Game Capture HD. How much did you pay for that? Any clue?
I want to say that it was listed, I think at the time, because I bought it at GameStop.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was on sale for $129.99. It was normally going for $150. I got my employee discount with that, so I paid about $110 for it.
Yeah.
After all's said and done.
So it would have been like $130.
Yeah. Now,
And that was in probably like 2015, right? About 2015, 2016?
somewhere around there, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe even, 2015. Yeah.
2-3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe 3-4 years ago.
Yeah.
No.
I think it's around the time I got my Vita.
And it's basically, I mean, it's they've iterated on it twice because there's the HD60 and the HD60S. And it costs it costs more, which makes sense. I guess it's not that crazy. I must have just had a sale price that I saw the Elgato had at 100, but it shouldn't cost that much.
No.
It
So
is
here's what
so
we'll do.
expensive.
We'll release the Born in the 80s capture box.
Yes,
It'll be super cheap. It'll have one HDMI in, one USB in designated for your USB microphone, and one USB in dedicated for your camera, your webcam. Because if you get those all synced up, then the buffer can be as large as you want. It doesn't matter how big the lag is going into the computer. It can be cheap components all the way. Just get those 3 in line and then spend 20 seconds buffering that to be something that goes into the computer.
All right, I'm going to talk to our one amateur streamer listener. And the buffer doesn't matter as much. When I'm going through my Elgato, both my audio and my video buffer exactly the same on the device. The issue is I have this little thing where if music in a game, especially in a rhythm game, is fun to hum or sing along to, I want my humming and singing along to the music to match the game.
Right.
And I can't do that if my system is 850 milliseconds, or if I'm streaming and my system is 850 milliseconds behind my audio.
Yeah,
Just
but
doesn't match
that's
up.
like the capture going into the computer and then your mic going into the computer in a different input, right?
Oh, I get that. That's extra technology we don't need to spend money on if we're going to make this device and drop ship it, because of course we're not going to make it.
Yeah, no, of course. Well, I'll source it.
So it'll just come with like a built-in metronome that will figure out your buffer for you. I think that's going to be easier. Just click, 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 and then you say
so
click,
that's like
click
in music,
twice.
that'd be like a clock sync.
Exactly.
Is it? Yeah. Okay.
'Cause that's really all.
And then we'll have software on the computer end that will delay the microphone signal until it's synced up again.
That's what I do. Is I just delay my mic signal and delay my video signal.
I think we might have a product here. All right.
Yep.
All right, let's do it.
Go to borninthE80s.net to pre-order that right now. It's called the Delgado.
We're gonna need to partner with whoever did Soldier Boy's consoles. We got
God,
it.
right.
I forgot
Yes.
it was a thing.
Oh man.
The partner was Samsung.
Samsung, Sany.
God, now I have to look that up. Who did Soldier Boy's hardware?
Hell yeah! It's probably that. It's that guy in the corner of the mall. 60 games in one console.
Look, I also sell these helicopters.
Yeah. Never mind that the one I'm playing with is far technologically better than the one that you would buy. That old scam.
This Nintendo clone has three. Or sorry, Famiclone is what they call it. Nintendo clone's fine.
I like
3,000
Famiclone.
games. Famiclone is what they're actually called. I follow the Retro Future. He's a big fan of Famiclones. This is 6,000 games.
Hold on a second. I just have to interrupt because I found a Polygon article about the Soulja Boy console, and I clicked through a link to get to the console information, and it went to soldierwatch.com/products/soldiergame-console, and that page doesn't exist.
Oh,
that's good.
That sucks.
I'd like to mention that there's literally, you can only buy an Elgato. There's a thing called a Razer Ripsaw, which I think we talked about before the podcast started. Which apparently you can't buy anywhere, but it was about the same price.
I guess it was probably made by a company called Anbernic.
Ripsaw.
Bonesaw.
I'm gonna rip your saw. Anyway, people like the Ripsaw apparently, but it was apparently absurdly overpriced. Like it was $300. And then of course they all went for way cheaper because everyone was like, I only know the Eldorado or whatever you do.
The Rodel Dorago.
The Rodel Dorado.
El Delgado.
El Delgado.
Just wait for next Black Friday and get a nice podcast or streamer bundle.
That's true, actually.
Get Fallout 76 bundled with an Elgato.
They give you like 6 copies.
Yeah.
Just take it. Please, here's Elder Scrolls.
Here's a Fallout 76 bundle for Xbox One bundle. Bundled with an extra copy of Fallout 76.
Please play and make a friend play. We need numbers. Buy our item store items.
So,
yeah, I think TJ's mentioning the hilarity of the, I don't know if it was Costco, but it was definitely an image of a like an Xbox One X
Fallout 76
bundle with an extra copy of Fallout 76 for free.
Yep.
Yeah,
that
like,
game wow,
is in a lot of trouble.
So
it's just so. I mean, they deserve this.
Yeah, they had
because
so many chances to puke and rally, but they just kept puking.
The game is so broken and still has issues. I mean, they've addressed some of them, but like it was just like, what are you doing?
Yep.
Why couldn't you have made this better?
And it really just seems like they're pulling crew away from it and not gonna invest resources into making it decent.
No, why would you?
And Todd Howard's like, I'm not here. You can't. I'm not here.
I'm working on Elder Scrolls Blades.
Oh God.
I still want to play it. I want to play Blades.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's going to be like free on phones.
Wasn't there a free like demo of that right after the announcement or something? Probably. Or no, I just signed up for the beta on the iOS store. I'm interested in playing it on my phone. I'm fucking not going to play it on virtual reality though.
So I want to throw this. I'm going to be done with Kingdom Hearts because I've not been playing it, but I want to throw this out there for all our Kingdom Hearts fans out there.
They call them Hearties.
Kingdom Hearts has confirmed that those nobody creatures,
some places they call them
can develop hearts.
Somebody's.
If Lee's nobody was called Axel, and Axel grew a heart, if his heart then fell to darkness and then became a nobody again, would his new nobody name be Xlax?
Man.
Smooth move.
Yeah.
Did you know that somebody once told me the world was going to roll me, that I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed? I said, yep, what a concept.
Well, I heard that somebody once told me that you had a girlfriend who looked like a boyfriend.
Is that a thing now?
No. It
never
never
was. Should be mashing up the Killers with Smash Mouth.
Oh, yeah. I'm in on that.
Oh, fuck. Let's make a meme. Don't release this episode. We have to make a meme.
All right, yep. We're going to meme it up.
All right.
Copyright.
So, if you guys haven't gotten enough of your Matt Hag fill on Spotify and you want a little change before
I've
coming
had
right back
way
to
too much. I'm so sick of Matt Hag.
yeah,
Fuck that guy.
You know what my Matt Hag fill is really sounds bad.
Yeah.
No offense.
Wink.
yeah, that's all the Matt Hag music up on Pornhub.
God. Oh, wait. Before TJ, I know you're trying to plug me
Yep.
and everything, and it's very nice, but
Stop trying to plug Matt,
I was gonna
TJ.
okay. So you know how in YouTube you can upload a video and there's like they have a library of royalty-free music that you can set your video to. What if there was the same thing in Pornhub?
Music or just, or you think there'd be royalty-free moaning?
No, it's just got to be royalty-free porn music.
Okay.
You know,
Huh.
Royalty
Like this.
free porn music. This is a song you can plug Matt to.
So,
You said it.
on Spotify,
Yeah.
almost the entirety of all video game music done on all Capcom games is now available to listen.
Hmm.
That includes all the weird stuff from Devil May Cry. I think that's Capcom. Phoenix Wright. You know, even their weird little stuff. They just bulk uploaded a crap ton of stuff to Spotify. What is
that's
the?
cool. So it's all the originals.
Yeah, all the originals. The artist is listed as Capcom Sound Team.
Couldn't even get your individual credits, guys. Good job.
Yep.
You know what? I'm loving this song. I'm sorry. I can't. I'm just dancing.
Hold on, I can make it more Capcom-y if you just give me a second.
Can I I just want to point some things out.
Okay.
So, have you guys seen that a lot of people are mad about their tax returns this year?
Yeah.
So a lot of people are filing taxes and getting worse returns than they've had.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
Who could have seen that coming?
So I want to...
My mother-in-law does tax work, and she
Uh-huh.
asked me some questions about this. But go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, okay. So the problem is... Okay. So a big problem with this is that people don't understand how taxes work. So when you get a return, that is just money you paid in taxes that you didn't need to pay and you get back.
Yep.
Correct.
Now, part of the tax law change was to change the way withholding would work so that you would get less taxes withheld from your paycheck.
Yeah, because no, my paycheck got so big. Oh,
I
yeah.
know.
Fucking love Trump. Good job, Republicans.
So the idea is that you might be making, if you $5 to $50 more each paycheck. And at the end of the year, people are like, I didn't get a return this year. And it's like, yeah, because you got that while you were getting paid each month. But I think that a lot of people just assume that they're like, oh, I've done the same withholding, I'm going to get the same return back. And it's not that simple. Like it's getting a return is something you get because you paid the government too much money in taxes.
You're giving
part of the
government
fixing was
an interest-free loan,
Yeah.
basically.
And so part of the fixing was, okay, we're going to make it so it's easier for people to get more money back during the year without having to worry about withholding as much. So I think it's just it's a surprise to a lot of people. The thing is that it's not like you're paying more in taxes. It's that you're going to get less in a return because you paid less taxes.
There is.
But there are situations that are going to be bad for some people.
Specifically, if you have a household of more than 2 people.
Uh huh.
I want to talk about that a little bit because I
Sure.
know a little bit more about this.
Hey, it's the Born in the 80s tax cast. Get your taxes
this
in.
is the sexiest
So-
tax cast ever.
I have to wait 4 more days to be able to file taxes.
I have
because
to remember
have-
how taxes work to file taxes.
I've got investment stuff that isn't getting put out until the 15th of February, and
Oh,
it pisses
shit.
me off.
I think
I've
I
already
still
done
have a
mine, so I've
Betterment
got some.
account.
I've got some data.
Yeah.
Do I need?
You got to file that.
Oh,
It's the
fuck.
15th, Matt. They'll
There's like
get it out for you.
$15 left in it.
What? You're supposed to keep money in there.
Well, I did, but then I needed it.
Yeah, but then you lose money because you're not earning money on
Yeah.
it.
No, I lost money because Trump tanked the stock market.
Well, it's back up now.
Well, nobody told me that was gonna happen.
That's how the stock market
I
works.
was really
Did
hungry.
he take money out of his Betterment?
I mean,
Yeah.
it's fine. I
I
mean,
needed
like
to buy some pizzas. Okay.
people like to freak out about that a little bit too much. I mean, it's your money. You know, it's not like you're losing money
I'll
on
just-
it. You're just
I'll just make sure to put some money in before Elizabeth Warren takes office, and I think.
yeah, that's right. Well,
It's
no, you
my
want to take it
money,
all out
I
then
need
because
it
she's going to
now.
tax you.
No, not.
You.
Wait, hold on. Wait.
Okay.
I have to put it in, and then it's gonna go up because people are gonna expect stability, and then I have to take it out before people expect taxes.
Pat, stop talking about plugging. All right, let's move.
So, all right.
Yeah, TJ, I
So-
want to hear your tax. TJ, why are you not an accountant?
I kind of do that freelance, but that's for a
You
business
should
personal
be
property
do
it
that
tax.
for
for
all
money.
the time.
You should get.
They make
Paid
so
money.
much money, TJ.
Not as much as you think. And
Yeah,
there's more
but
people
more
in
than
that.
you
but
make
look.
now.
Very true. All right.
TJ, you want to do my taxes for me? I'll pay you.
Yeah, yours is probably a little harder than mine, but yeah, I probably could do it.
Yeah, he's got that improv money to take care of.
I don't actually, because if it's a sole proprietorship, it doesn't need to have special. It just has to be listed on my.
Stop
1065.
interrupting TJ.
Sorry, it
All
just
right.
goes on my regular tax return.
So let's talk about. For some people, have to deal with something called the standard deduction.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's most people.
It's most people. So the standard
the
deduction
standard.
is just if you can't itemize deductions to get
Yeah.
more than
Yep,
X number of whatever,
Yep.
you'll get this standard deduction.
and it
what that-
doubled.
we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
That's had some issues.
Yeah,
So the standard deduction is how much, or whatever deductions is how much money is taken off of your income before they decide what's taxable.
Yeah.
Back in 2017, the standard deduction was $12,700.
yeah,
But then you got additional amount in the form of exemptions, which is how many people in your household. That's really what it is. In your tax
Mhm.
household, how many people do you have?
Mhm.
So for mine, it's myself, my spouse, 3 kids. That's 5, and that added $4,050 for each of us. So
Fuck,
that was
I gotta
another
have some kids.
$20,250.
yeah. That was the whole point of having kids. Not the whole point of having kids, but one of the perks of having kids is that you do get to save on taxes a little bit.
Exactly. So in essence, it was around, and it functions a little differently than the standard deduction, but it was around $33,000 that really got deducted off of my base adjusted gross income before things got taxed.
Yes.
So
So you weren't getting taxed on very much.
correct.
That's a large chunk of money to
yeah,
get.
33,000 off of whatever my income was. I'm not going to say what my income was at this point.
No,
I'm not against it, but I'm
but
just not gonna say it right
33,000
now.
is a very large chunk.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
So-
I'll just say for me that would be like my entire income. So
Yeah, but for you it would have just been 12,700 because you just would have gotten the same. Well, actually, no, 12,700 plus your one exemption. You
Yeah.
for an additional 40/50. You would have
cats count?
gotten no. You would have
but I
gotten
treat them so much like
16,750.
people.
I know.
Is the
I know,
student
and they're
interest tax
Yeah,
deduction thing still existing?
It's still there, but it still maxes out. So
I don't get any of that anymore.
yeah.
I paid off my student loan.
Well, you are a chump.
Now this
know.
year, the standard deduction went up to $24,000.
Yeah, it doubled.
It doubled. Well, a little less than doubled, but almost doubled.
Very
That's what it
much,
is for
close
me.
enough.
Which for Matt, because
It's gonna
he
be
no
great.
longer gets the
Yeah.
exemption, it really went
Thanks,
up from
Trump.
about, if you
Yes.
combine them both,
Yes.
16,750 up to 24,000.
Yep.
But for me, I went from about 33 down to 24 because there's no exemptions on top of that.
Correct.
So essentially any family of, just estimating, 3 or higher,
Which is a lot of families.
a lot of families,
If you have 2 kids, you're more than that.
have a smaller deduction
Yeah,
from their adjusted gross income as taxable income.
correct.
I mean, they did still try to compensate other ways, but at the end of the day,
Yeah.
This is kind of what people were talking about. They were like,
Mhm.
this is not going to be a very large tax cut
Yeah. And well, this is what
for anyone, really. Even
this is what
the-
people were talking about during when it was passed, but everyone was like, "Oh, I don't know." It's just like
I got 50 extra
we
bucks on
fucking
my
told
paycheck.
you idiots. And
Yeah.
this is temporary.
yeah, it's true. It is temporary, actually.
Wherever they give, they
No.
usually take back plus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I was out to dinner with my dad last week, and I was talking to him about it, and I was like, yeah, and like the tax cuts for normal people are temporary, but the stuff for businesses are permanent. He was like, wait, what? It's like, yeah, come on.
It's okay. I mean, I'm of a few minds of the Tax Cut and Job Act, which is really a stupid name because it's literally just a tax cut. The tax cuts on corporations were important because it was really.
Oh, you've gone
stupid.
corporate.
Oh wait, sorry, Matt. I'm reading the side of this because I did through TurboTax, but now I'm looking at the actual document. Single or married filed separately is 12,000 for the standard deduction.
Yes.
But he might be still listed as head of household, even though it's a household of 1.
I
But
don't
it's
know.
still 18,000. It might be even, but
Anyway.
it's definitely not higher for you, Matt. Sorry.
No.
No. And yeah.
Well,
I have
but
to
no.
file. I have to pay extra money to file my taxes because I do
Yep,
freelance
same.
income too.
That's
so I
right.
have to
You do.
like pay the business rate. It's fucking.
Yep.
It's bullshit.
Yep.
Yep.
So, no, but I mean, the corporate tax rate cuts were kind of important because basically the idea was a lot of companies were holding money overseas and not paying U.S. taxes on them. And part of that was to get companies like Apple to bring billions of dollars back to the U.S. and like they got kind of a tax amnesty and were taxed, a flat rate as part of that. And now they're going to be paying into.
And the second things go up a little bit, money's disappearing again.
Yeah. You're not addressing the heart of the
freaking shell
problem.
game.
Make it so that
Oh.
they can't hide money overseas.
Oh, yeah, well, and it did somewhat, but it didn't do enough. Like that's the problem. Is it was like a half measure. Like it fixed some of the problems, but a lot of the problems is that there's still companies are always going to use these loopholes. Like, and it
They're
didn't
not
fix them
paying
enough.
their share because they get benefits from all of us, and they don't pay none of it.
Yep. I
Capitalism.
mean, again, it's eat the rich. I mean, like it's
Yep.
just stupid. And but it's really interesting that. There was a Senator Warren and a Representative Cortez. They both put out like these tax rates. The marginal tax thing was a little bit harder for people like lizard-brained idiots like Scott Walker to think of.
Yeah.
But like a marginal tax rate, of course, is 70% over 10 million. Is all of the money you earn over $10 million is taxed at 70%.
Yeah. It's not. If
That's
you
how
make
it
10
works.
million, it's all of your money.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not that Scott Walker and them didn't know. They intentionally wanted to.
Yeah.
I
he knew.
wonder. He didn't graduate college, but anyway.
Not Scott Walker. Sorry, I forgot. It's him.
But
Yeah.
anyway.
No, Paul Ryan knows.
Yeah.
'Cause
Oh, he knows.
eats,
He knows
sleeps, and
everything.
Shits that stuff.
He's babbling the tax code while he's lifting. Like that's all he does.
Take away.
He just gets off on it.
Entitlement
But no, the
time.
funny was and like Cortez's proposals, whatever. It's interesting. I liked Elizabeth Warren's, which was a wealth tax, which is
Yeah.
different than an income tax, because wealth tax means if you have assets over $1 billion, you're going to have 3% higher tax. 3%. It is such a small amount of money for someone making that much, or with that much wealth. And the polls that were done on this were like 70% in favor across
Yeah,
party
yeah.
lines. And they were like, what? I was like, yeah, people
the-
don't like rich people not paying taxes.
And the funny thing about this is people are trying to misconstrue that too to make people against it
Yeah.
because they're like, oh, 3% of my entire wealth is going. That's not what they're saying.
No.
No.
Or it's like, I don't know. There's just been this bullshit beaten into people's heads for so long that you can't tax the rich because they're job creators, and it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know anyone. None of my bosses or the people that own my companies have ever been billionaires.
Yeah.
Like, I've never met a fucking billionaire. You
Yeah,
can tax those
have
people.
you met a McDonald's franchise owner that's a billionaire? No.
Yeah.
These
Like-
people do. There are people that are just
The people
normal wealthy
that founded the
that
company
own-
I work at
Yeah.
now are rich as hell and they're millionaires. Like, billionaire is
that's all
such a
you need.
foreign concept.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think one of the funniest, I mean, we're going right back to Eat the Rich again. This is Eat the Rich part 2, but like someone posted that Jeff Bezos donated like, oh god, I don't even remember how much money to charity, but it was like something equivalent to
Like
if
a
you
tenth of a percentage of his
yeah,
income or
like if
something.
you were like $50,000 a year earning, you'd be giving $5 a year to charity or some minuscule amount.
Yeah.
It's like it's nothing. It's chump change is what he's giving away to charity. Like, yeah. I mean, hey, fucking A triple plus props to Bill Gates,
yeah.
who is basically burning through his billions of dollars to help better the world with
Well,
the Bill
that's
and
a-
Melinda
that's
Gates
another thing,
Foundation.
like, if you're the type of person that's going to innovate and become a billionaire, that's one thing. But then leaving that money to your kids, like historically, the people that inherit billions of dollars don't do shit with it.
No. Why would you? You
No.
never had to do anything in your life. I mean, like if I was a billionaire, my money would go to charity when I died. It's kind of like what Warren Buffett's doing.
Yeah.
Is like, I'm gonna just do tons of philanthropy while I'm retired, and my kids are gonna get like, here's $5 million.
Yeah.
Figure out the rest. like that should be
here's
enough
just
for
a
you to live the
giant
rest of
leg
your
up
life.
in the world.
Yeah. Here's enough
Like,
so that you don't
this
have
is
to.
enough.
Yeah, like this is enough for you to not have to worry about ever working. So
It's enough to easily found a company on and still have a
yeah,
safety net.
exactly. Make your own world off it. I mean, that's what Trump did. To give, I mean, he got
Yeah,
$1 million
true.
from his dad and then made his empire. You know, of what it may be worth now, who knows? Because the tax returns have never been released. But
He used bankruptcy to not pay people.
Yeah.
Billionaires, well, most billionaires got rich by screwing people over. That's the core and the heart of it. They didn't get rich by spending. They got rich by being able to hold, invest and hold.
What's the
Invest
Trump
and hold.
quote? You owe the bank $100,000. The bank owes you. You owe the bank $100 million. You own the bank.
yeah, I love this. I just want to read I mean, Bill Gates, man, what a great guy. Here's this interview in a BBC interview. Gates claimed, "I've paid more tax than any individual ever, and gladly so. I've paid over $6 billion in taxes." He is a outspoken proponent of higher taxes, particularly for the rich. So, I mean, like,
Yeah.
you know, he's just a guy who's just like, yeah, like people should pay taxes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just stupid.
It's
Anyway,
really interesting to see, like, with Bill Gates, a lot of that started to turn when he met up with Melinda, because she had the kind of like the philanthropist bug from the beginning, and like he was just kind of this like hawkish kind of head and nose to the grindstone, make the business things happen.
yeah.
Yeah, but
and
I'm
he was
really
a pretty
looking forward
middle
to-
class kid.
I'm
you know,
really looking
growing
forward
up.
to Jeff Bezos taking down the National Enquirer, though, so that'll be fun.
Oh my god. Bezos penis gate. I love how the National Enquirer made us all like Jeff Bezos.
Yeah. I just love the fact that you're gonna like extort the other boys froze.
What?
Now they're
No,
back.
they didn't.
Okay. I just love that they tried to extort the richest man on the planet.
TJ's got a lot of noise coming through his microphone right now.
Someone turned on a bath. in the
Oh,
other
okay.
part of the house.
Got it. Okay, I just was hoping it wasn't a permanent change. That's fine. You're in a house of many.
Yes.
A house of plenty. Wow, Jeff Bezos is short as shit. He's 5'7".
Something male facing nipples. Here we go.
Anyway.
Oh,
I mean, but like he posted that Medium post, and it was just like, oh, okay, wow, that was really sensible. Why do I have to side with Jeff Bezos? Thank you, National Enquirer, for making everyone like Jeff Bezos, if only for a moment.
yeah. It's like there's no other reality where everyone's like, where people are walking around, liberals are walking around wearing Robert Mueller t-shirts just because he happens to be against Trump. It's like,
Please stop.
he's an IC
TJ
community attack
hindsight
dog.
May
It's
2020.
so crazy. We're through the looking glass. Everything's fucked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's an FBI. He's the man. He's a G-man. Like
He's-
what?
And like he's an FBI agent crossed with Ken Starr. Like,
Yeah.
what? I guess.
Yep.
I guess those are our heroes now.
I mean, is really this is just the party flip version of Hoover versus Kennedy? Or wait, Hoover hated everyone.
Yeah.
J. Edgar Hoover.
He had
Yeah.
so many files.
Let's talk about something fun.
He had
I'm tired
files
of
on
this
all the hip
sadness.
Yeah.
boys and their music.
I'm tired of
Who-
this sadness.
Who's been underwater lately?
I've been.
Oh, you wanted to-
Subnautica.
You wanted to talk about your free game that you freeloaded off. You freeloader.
No, I got this game. I paid zero. Well, no, this
Yeah.
was a Epic launch title, right? So I paid $0 for it. I hope that all of the developers and the artists and the asset designers appreciate that.
I'm sure they got paid.
Yeah. No. So I played Subnautica. It's
Yes.
very pretty. Subnautica, for people that are still in 2015,
Yep.
is a game
I
where you
played
crash
that.
land on an alien planet full of ocean, and you
Yes.
find things, and you build things, and things try to eat you, and there's a weird building that I haven't gotten into yet, because I got to build like a plaque, and to get that I have to have iron and diamonds, and I don't even know where the fuck that is.
That's right.
So, I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm playing the mode where you don't have to worry about food or water. So,
Mhm.
like, I feel like I don't have any idea where I'm supposed to go. I don't have enough direction. And I think if I was playing the true survival mode, I would be so preoccupied with trying to not starve to death.
Wait,
that
so
wouldn't really matter.
in a game called Subnautica, you don't have to worry about water if you play in a certain mode?
Well, no, it's an ocean world. You can't drink ocean water.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like-
okay.
So
But you still have to worry about the water you're in.
yes, there's a
Okay.
lot of swimming. Also, it took me a good 4 hours of gameplay. So most of the stuff you harvest by just like hovering over it and left clicking. And then there was other stuff like seaweed and coral that I was like, oh, I guess I just can't get that. And then about 4 hours in, I crafted the survival knife that I could have crafted from the beginning. And it turns out that when you're swinging at the fish that's attacking you, you sometimes accidentally swing at a seaweed and collect a sample and use that sample to make the material that you thought was rare to make your lead-lined diving suit that protects you from radiation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've played a bunch of this, although it was admittedly a long time ago, like pre a lot of like the farming stuff that was put in. So it was much more of like a survival exploration game, but it's really, really pretty.
Yeah, it
and
is.
you spend a lot of time, getting chased by weird, scary fish boys, and trying to collect other ones. Yeah, but the researching aspects is a really neat thing of like just kind of
The
slowly
most
uncovering the world.
anxiety-inducing thing is cave diving. Because I'm like,
Mhm.
I have to make sure I know my way out and I have enough time to get out before I run out of oxygen. And that's like the one thing where I've died so many times. And
Yeah.
So as someone who's not played it yet, this game is seeming, the way you guys are describing it, very Minecraft-esque, not necessarily with the crafting, but in the game is what you make of it kind of
Yeah.
exploration.
Yeah, there is that.
There's not really a true like end game, but there probably is, but it's not important.
There doesn't really seem to be. There's like stuff to discover, and there's like sort of half-hearted world building story going on with like you crash and you're there, so then obviously somebody picks up or on your distress signal and they come to get you, but you're like there's no way I'm getting off this fucking planet, so something's gonna happen. You know that like that's not the end of the story. And every time you get a distress signal from one of the other escape pods, you know they're not going to be there when you get there. So there is like some amount of that story. I just don't know if it leads anywhere or if it's just kind of like, just keep going as long as you can go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can't comment because I didn't get super far into the game, but it is pretty neat, the survival aspects of going underwater. It's just kind of novel, I guess, because a lot of these survival games are like in a post-apocalyptic like overland or all that, but like being in a really colorful and exciting alien world that's dangerous and vast, and like the terror of drowning and whatnot as well is just it's a well put together game.
The subverted expectations of like you hear a giant beast roar and you see it and oh no, that's just like a peaceful giant that has reefs growing on its back and stuff.
Yeah, it's a really
I haven't tried it in VR yet, which I'm probably gonna try and do. I tried playing it with the controller for like the first couple of minutes, and it's just like the look sensitivity seemed to be way off, and everything felt really wonky. So it definitely felt like a computer and mouse game.
Yeah.
So now I'm gonna try and do that blind in virtual reality.
That sounds cool.
Definitely worth the $0 I paid for it.
That reminds me, I should play more of my Skyrim VR for the $0 I paid for it.
Did that never came to PC, right?
I thought it did. It just Fallout 4 didn't go the other way because PS4 can't handle the VR version.
Oh yeah, it looks like it is on Steam. Maybe I'll have to get that at some point. Yes, I was born January 1st, 1928. View page. Okay. Oh, it's still $60 though. Fuck that.
What's 60?
Skyrim VR on the PC is still $60.
Yeah, they like to gouge on the VR stuff because they got a pretty captive audience.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you got a VR, you're gonna want to play on it. So
it'll continue to gather dust in that corner.
Hey, man, it is kind of crazy how VR has kind of blown up and then slowed down, and then, but it's also not going away.
Another big leap forward in technology that'll cause it to become mainstream again. Yeah.
Oh, and it's like interesting because it's kind of, I think it was seen as a lot of like a next big thing in gaming, and then it kind of didn't become that, but it also didn't die off. It's not like the Kinect. Like that is just gone. It's because the VR technology itself is very good.
Yeah.
It's not perfect, but it's very good and very immersive.
But you can marry the VR technology with the Kinect technology and get full body tracking.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you have that basically, yeah.
Well, like
with the Vive.
With the Vive, you have your hands and your head. But there were people that did hacks where they'd rig a Kinect to, and it would like interpret the skeleton of the player by like scanning them. And it always just seemed like maybe that's a thing that Vive should do in the future.
360 Connect or Xbox One Connect?
I think
probably 360 Connect. I think they're more common.
Yeah.
And most of the hacks are already set up for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's a cool like thing you could
Because
do.
I think even in VR chat, if you get your Connect rigged and you can actually get your 3D model to move full body.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've seen
That-
stuff like that. VR will never die as long as we have
No.
VR chat.
VR chat is, I believe I've said VR chat is the killer app.
VR chat is
Which
Ready
is-
Player One if Ready Player One was real.
It really
I mean,
is, though.
Because I mean, I know recently there's been some like cases of like even real life. There's been good stuff in VR chat, and then also like real life bullying in VR chat
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
because it's what you'd expect. I think we discussed here on the podcast about a VR chat room that essentially they were in a room and one guy fell to the floor, and from the sounds coming
Yeah.
out of the microphone, they figured out he was seizing.
yeah.
Or
Yeah,
maybe
he was
not
having a
seizing, but it was
seizure.
something, yeah. And they were able to get him help or something,
Yeah.
or at least calm him through it.
Yeah.
And the stuff that at least gets to the front page of Reddit is always like kid in VR chat talks about how difficult it is to live with autism, and like there is a sort of like people that aren't comfortable in their skin feel like the ability to reach out in that medium. So that's cool.
Well, it's
I
kind of
feel-
what the MMO community used to do, like even 10, 15 years ago, is people who didn't really have the social skills in real life were able to at least emulate it through game with real people.
Yeah.
I feel like the really cool thing about VR chat is the fact that you don't need VR to play it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like you
And the
just can
fact
play
that you
it.
can just make whatever the fuck you want.
Oh yeah,
and
it's like
use
Second
whatever.
Life. I mean, in that way. So I think that's the really cool thing about it. What I'm basically saying is that we are going to have to record an episode of VR chat at some point.
All right. Well, it'll be a Patreon exclusive. Just go to patreon.com.
So our one Patreon patron now.
We
will
need
be
to make
there.
them feel like there's a lot of patrons and they're missing out by not being part of it.
Uh-huh.
Well,
That's
we
how
haven't given
fandoms work.
almost any patron exclusive benefits, so
Yeah.
How about this? We'll make it a Discord exclusive benefit. You have to join our Discord to see our sweet, sweet VR boys.
VR chat. That's true.
Mhm.
We'll just link it on VR chat. What I'm basically saying. Okay, so what anime avatar are you going to be?
Hmm.
I mean, you can go. I kind of want to go classic Hatsune Miku, but
Look, TJ, I'm the musician here. I feel like I want to be a Ninja Turtle. And a classic Ninja Turtle, not a modern Ninja Turtle.
okay. So you want to be Casey Jones?
No, I want to be a model that looks like the live action Ninja Turtles from the early 90s. And maybe like a Leonardo or a Donatello.
So with the gross sweat
Yes.
skin that they
Yes.
had.
Yes.
I want to be a version of the 80s, 90s cartoon Ninja Turtle truck.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
The van.
The
the
real
turtle
one
van.
that I bought as a toy that slung pizzas out the side.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Who needs guns when you have that?
Yeah.
John,
Man, I
what
don't know
Ninja
what-
Turtle are you going to be?
I don't know what avatar I would pick for that. I feel like I want to
You-
be something really goofy.
You could be the Avatar.
No, I'll
Yeah,
be goofy.
from that M. Night Shyamalan movie?
No.
I want to be
Oh,
goofy,
yes.
but remember Goofy from the Disney?
Do you want the Kingdom Hearts version where he's
No,
like,
no, no.
Or the
I wanna
Pete
be a
version
goofy
where
that-
he's a real cat?
No, I'm a goofy that fucks.
no, Pete's the cat.
Yeah, Pete's the cat.
Yeah.
No.
No, they have Pete as... Or you could be a real... you'd be a Goofy, but he's wearing a dog collar. And who's holding it? Oh, it's Pluto.
No, it's Nancy Pelosi who's dog walking him.
Oh.
Liberal memes are terrible.
I don't know that reference.
There's someone on my Twitter timeline that's been retweeting cropped boomer memes,
Oh yeah,
which is
that's
great.
probably me because it's my favorite one. Sorry, Twitter is a hell website, but
Yes,
the
that's true.
account cropped boomer memes is amazing because when
I
you
don't know
crop
what
some
that
of the
is.
text out of a boomer meme, Like baby boomer right wing terrible memes.
Oh, okay.
If you crop part of the image where it'll just have Sam Elliott's face, and it just says pissing.
Okay.
Because
So
they
that's-
cropped like pissing me off or whatever out of it.
So I follow a subreddit called Comedy Necromancy, where they
Okay.
take shitty comedy and make it good. And this sounds like an offshoot of that, the subreddit Comedy Amputation, where you make it better by just cutting part of it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how circumcision was invented.
Oh, you made it better by cutting part of it off.
No, it made it worse.
Oh, I made
Lots
it better.
worse.
It's okay.
So I had a thing happen at my work recently that makes me, in the back of my mind, all that was screaming at me was boomers are the real snowflakes.
Uh-huh.
Yes, this is true.
Okay.
We've seen their king.
All right.
So,
Yep.
all right. So I had, for all who don't know, I no longer work at GameStop. I work at a thrift shop. So, Macklemore, beware.
I
I'm the
was
guy
just about
against
to
you.
ask if you've seen Macklemore around.
There's no
God,
pop and
that-
tags. There's no pop and tags at my work. We don't do courtesy pricing.
That was one of the worst moments in music history.
Oh, you shut your
It
face.
still is.
When Macklemore existed.
Macklemore is a good fun boy. He makes clean music for everybody.
So anyway,
You know who's great at rapping? White guys from Seattle.
Yeah.
Excellent.
so an older couple comes up to the register. Now every day at my work, we have the four. Everything's colored with one of 6 color tags, and it's all based off of whatever week they were put out. So the 4 oldest colors are always 50% off.
Okay.
And it's very blatant. It's like silver tag items 50% off, blue tag items 50% off, but no one cares to actually read. They just see 50% off.
Reading is hard.
Exactly. So this older couple comes up to one of my sales clerks' counters, and brings them here. He's like, "Yeah, so what are these on sale for?" I'm like, "They're on sale. Let's see. These are the sales right now. It looks like these are the color tags that are not on sale. So it's the price that's listed in here."
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what you gonna do for me?
Oh, fuck that.
I'm like, "Excuse me?" Yeah. So where's my discount? There's not one. These are the prices here. Well, they do this for me at the place in Addison. Place in Addison being Goodwill, not associated with us at all. I'm like,
Well, you might as well go to Addison, motherfucker.
basically, like, well, isn't it better you selling it, selling it for a lower price than not selling it at all? No, I'm just like, I'm not gonna pull this. They ended up buying the stuff anyway, and
Yeah.
I'm sure they were one step away from being like, well, I need the corporate number for this. I can't believe it. Like,
Let me speak
I-
to
I
the
was-
manager.
I am the manager.
Exactly.
I kind of want to do the whole turn around. I'm the manager. What would you like to say? But no, it's
Did they have the? Can I see the manager haircut?
no.
Because that's the classic.
Yeah, but that's more like early Gen Xers or even a little bit before.
Or sometimes Yorkie Terriers.
Or Yoki Terriers. Terriers.
Yorkie
Terror
Terriers.
pictures?
Oh my
Oh, sorry.
god. Movie
Terrier
idea.
pictures.
Yorkie Terrorists.
Wait, what?
Yorkie Terrorists. Well, isn't that Cujo
Oh,
or Pet Cemetery, depending?
No. Pet Cemetery was mostly cat.
Okay.
I can't remember what kind of dog Cujo was.
I mean, they are remaking Child's Play, so they might as well just remake Cujo with a.
They're
Yorkie.
remaking Pet Cemetery too.
Oh, that's all we got is remakes.
Yeah.
Everyone is ripping on the genie right now.
That did look
Has anyone
pretty
been on Twitter in the
fucked
past
up.
day and a half?
Will Smith was like, "Hey, oh, what's all this in the The headlines about guys in blackface. Hold my beer. Here comes Blueface.
Now, I've not watched the actual teaser.
It's
But what from someone described it to me is that they worked very diligently to get every frame looking like it's Will Smith's face on a blue guy.
yeah.
But when you put it in motion, it just feels wrong.
I don't know. They made him like super like blue buff too. And I don't know, just the characterization is just like, oh, it's every Will Smith character that's ever been in movies. Cool.
Why didn't they just do it Kazam? Just that would have been better.
They should have just got Sinbad.
Yeah.
Oh, no, don't pull this Shazam. What's the name of the freaking effect?
Kazam, Mandela effect.
Mandela effect. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Berenstein Bears.
Let's talk about
Sex baby.
Reddit.
Yeah, let's talk about Reddit.
Let's talk about Matt's former favorite Reddit
I'm leaving for
subreddit.
this. Bye.
Wait, Matt's leaving. Well, I'm not gonna do it without him here, so.
So we'll talk about Pokeporn again.
No.
Oh.
God, why?
That was my life.
What? That's not something you admit.
It's podcasts. 7 people will hear it.
That's also true. The fact that 7 people will hear it, and it's also like deep in the middle of a podcast, so like
Yeah.
literally no one will hear this unless
Unless if they accidentally
clip
fell
it.
asleep to it.
and they clip it and put it into the
I should clip
front
it.
of the episode.
Or even if I just clip it in Twitch and then like post it everywhere.
Has it ever occurred to you that there might be people that fall asleep to this podcast?
And just Pokeporn in the middle of it.
TJ, why am I on the subreddit? I need to leave it.
Why did you go to it?
I don't know. I was curious.
I'm going right now.
All right. So anyway, let's go to Matt's former favorite subreddit.
But you're just leaving my favorite subreddit.
Men going their own way. We have a great one here from 2 months ago.
You can go your own way.
Oh
I have
God,
no-
that should be the sting for this segment.
Yeah, it should
Wait,
be.
why wasn't it?
Well,
Because
hold
Matt
on.
is lazy. So anyway, I have no interest. This is the post on Men Going Their Own Way, which has 92,000 subscribers, 1.4K online, all worth 30 cents a piece. I really enjoyed the first part. Oh, sorry, I didn't read the title. I have no interest in seeing the 4th Avengers movie. I really enjoyed the first part of Infinity Wars, and I think I'm just gonna leave it there. You know, leave it after all of the characters have died.
Yeah,
and,
leave it at the massive cliffhanger.
Yeah, TJ is just staring at porn right now. I can tell because he's just staring intently at his screen.
I'm just scrolling.
And he's scrolling. But anyway, I'm just going to leave it there. Something about Brie Larson playing Captain Marvel and ultimately being the one to stop Thanos just feels like a not-so-veiled metaphor for feminism toppling the male patriarchy. First off, I don't even know if that's going to be the plot of Avengers 4. I'm pretty sure it's not.
I mean, she's probably
going
gonna
to
save Tony if we're honest. Like the one
just-
character that's adrift in space alone.
Yeah. Oh yeah, exactly.
But if anything,
She's gonna
Captain America's gonna save everyone by sacrificing himself. Come on.
No,
Like, you
Ant-Man
don't
didn't
even
die
watch
yet,
the
right?
trailers.
no. Ant-Man's trapped in Ant World.
Is he? I didn't watch
Uh-huh.
Ant-Man 2.
I haven't seen the new
Or
one.
the first
yet.
one.
Ant-Man and the Wasp, you mean?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I've been. That reminds me, I want to watch that movie, but I
It's
forgot
pretty
it
alright.
exists.
It's on Netflix, so
Yeah,
I liked it more than the first one.
I liked
but
the
don't-
first one because it was just like, here's a dumb heist movie, and also superpowers, and that guy from The Strain is in it, and there's a giant ant, I guess.
I
Anyway,
was strangely attracted to the terrifying villainess lady from this. So
from the new one.
from the new one, yeah. So
Okay, let me just.
I mean not strangely, you know, like
Yeah, it's almost
a-
like they modify the
planned it
features
that way?
of women in movies to make you attracted to them.
yeah. Anyway, this guy continues. I'm sorry. Posted by Traderman Barnes.
Bucky Barnes?
I'm just seeing this.
Oh,
way
that's why.
too-
He's more interested in the cap.
Well, he's more interested in Barnes and Nobles. So I'm just seeing this way too much in modern cinema, and it's tired. And it's tired to me. They've already ruined Star Wars with this stuff. I love how having a female character is ruining something.
Yeah. How making more things ruins the things that are
Alright.
already made.
I love this too. I also didn't care for the second Deadpool because of these similar overtones as well.
What, like
What
Domino?
movie did you watch? There's one girl character in that.
Yeah, I mean, maybe
And
he
then-
was just upset that she wasn't like a Bond girl.
And then Teenage Negasonic Warhead is in it for like 5 seconds at the end, basically.
Yeah.
Or in like
And her
4 seconds in the
hilarious
middle.
girlfriend.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So anyway, I also didn't care for seeing Deadpool. I'm not interested in seeing a bunch of men get their asses kicked only to be saved by a woman 1,000,000 times. That happens so much. How many movies have we seen where a plucky female hero saves a man in distress?
Terminator 2.
Terminator 2. Wait, no, the Terminator saves them in
Oh,
that.
right.
He sacrifices himself nobly, as the captain will, to save themselves from the T-1000. But to be fair to Linda Hamilton, she is quite badass in that movie as well.
Yeah, she is.
But the Terminator is also there. So technically it is a woman because it's a robot who's not a man.
Yeah.
So, she's just using a robot. She's just with a robot. It's like a tool. It's like if she was
Well,
carrying around
technically,
a
John
buff
Connor
and-
programmed the Terminator to go back in time, so it was a man saving everybody.
But technically, the Terminator is nothing more than a buff Alexa. I mean, going back in time.
Hold
So
on.
if you're Alexa,
would you save me from time bandits? She says no.
oh, all right, not yet. You need to get someone else to program it.
Yeah.
Like, I get it. Women and men are equal, but every movie doesn't have to be this.
Yeah, weird. It's almost like they're echoing some sort of common theme in the national consciousness right now.
Edit. I just want to add, it seems this post is getting some new eyes on it. If anyone reading this wants to see Brie Larson as Captain Marvel, no one is stopping you. You're free to do so. My post is simply stating I will not be paying to see a 5'7" woman, not woman, flying around beating people up. It's lame to me. That's my opinion, and nothing is changing that. I love how the men that are going their own way are like saying all of these things, and they don't understand why no women want to hang out with them.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the basic theme of
And
this
they're all
subreddit.
like if you were really going
Are you
your own
looking
way,
at poke porn and cracking yourself up over there?
No, I'm still laughing at Alexa. Will you save me from time bandits?
Oh, well. Shit, Alexa fucking kicked you to the curb, Matt.
Yeah. I mean, she does tell me when new packages arrive, so... And sometimes we play Jeopardy, and when I'm reading my Dahmer party book, she plays wind prairie noises. So...
Isn't package arrive just a euphemism for ejaculation?
Yes. That's why I say, when I'm about to come, I say, I'm showing the green LED signal.
Well, I always say, what's that quote from Will Smith at the start of the YouTube Rewind video?
What are we, some kind of suicide squad?
What are we, some kind of suicide squad?
What am I?
I say
some
welcome.
kind of
I actually say
Junie?
welcome to Earth.
Genie. Fucking can't talk. So, it's been a fun podcast, everybody. It's time to end now.
I would like to mention that I'm just looking. So one thing I like to do that I recently rewatched an episode of an Amazon Expedition, and I forgot the fun that was. And then this is fun to do. Is if you read an interesting Amazon review, going and clicking on the name of the person who left it, and finding all of the garbage that they've also left reviews on, and like going down like somebody's like all these reviews, and then they have like an anime body pillow that they bought because it shows their purchase history if they didn't like unclick it, and it's like, oh my god.
So if we reboot the Amazon Expedition, that could be our main MO. That is the kind of Schadenfreude that I think Twitch would like. Let's just tear this person apart.
Yeah, I mean, you're now legit. You are an affiliate, so
Oh yeah. I'm
So
there.
I
rolling
want to
here.
mention the user Traderman Barnes, right, who's posting on men going their own way. I want you to guess some. So this will be part of this segment now. I want you to guess some other subreddits that he's been
The
posting
Donald.
on. No.
Fuck.
Is Seduction still around? Is he in there?
It is still around. I have not seen anything from there. He's
Okay.
very
Ooh,
prolific.
Forever
The
Alone.
last week only, not forever alone.
Damn it.
You guys are gonna have a hard time with these.
r/Republicans.
No. You guys are all thinking too
Okay.
obvious.
Okay.
r/Awe.
I'm talking about like social, like public,
Oh.
like
Okay.
popular subreddits maybe.
r/Politics.
No. That's more left leaning. How about
I know.
r/Kingdom Hearts? Final answer.
Are you fucking serious?
Yes.
He's posted all over the Kingdom Hearts subreddit. By far his second most popular, but his first most popular subreddit is r/unpopular opinion.
Oh God. Unpopular
Oh.
opinion is just where people go to be
Oh.
assholes.
Do
Yeah.
you want to know where he lives? Because I can guess based on the subreddit he's
Tell us
posting
not
in.
on Twitch because we'll get banned
Well,
for doxing.
No. This
No.
is not doxing.
r/Chicago.
This is I'm talking about a subreddit in which he publicly posted in that may have to do with where he's living.
Okay.
r/Chicago.
No, come on. It's obvious.
Is it, it's
Where are all of the worst people in the USA right now?
r/Florida.
Seattle.
Wait, Florida? No.
Seattle.
TJ? Ooh, close with Seattle. Come on.
r/Portland.
No, keep going. Not Portland.
Oregon.
r/Sacramento.
R/Bay Area.
Oh.
Because obviously he's a Facebook employee or some nonsense.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
he
he's
has
not
to
like
be.
one of the cool people that work in the Bay Area. He's one of the grunts.
Yeah, of course. He r/MBA, r/tall, so he must be a tall man.
r/Boku no Hero Academia.
I will say though that about like 99% of his tweets, his Reddit comments
thing.
are on r/unpopular opinions.
Ugh.
So he's just an asshole.
God, I fucking hate
Okay.
people like that.
Yeah, and then he's also posting on Wall Street, like investor stuff.
Because-
He's an asshole.
If you have an unpopular opinion, I'm gonna
It's
do
like-
some Reddit kung fu on you.
It's like 99% of his posting is r/public.
If you have an
opinion, or-
unpopular opinion and you're not an asshole, you post on r/change my opinion. Because that's where actual conversations happen. Unpopular opinion is just a circle jerk around people being assholes. Take that, guy.
He also is posting on this show that I feel like I should watch called it was a TLC show called 90 Day Fiance,
Oh.
which if I remember correctly,
This is your kind of show, John.
yeah, it's a show where
Is it
a guy
horrible?
No, it's a show where a guy is an MGTOW guy, and he's like, I'm going to pay a woman to come over and get married to me after 90 days of living in the U.S. and being a legal citizen or whatever.
So it's
like,
the whole thing like,
We've
hey,
been
look
dating
what women will do.
We've been dating on Skype for 20 days.
No, I
She's
would-
from the Philippines.
I would mention that 90% of what I've seen of this show, because I feel like I've seen a couple episodes of this show, is the women absolutely grifting the shit out of these hapless dudes. And it's awesome. Like, this guy had this lady who just basically wanted to just spend all this time spending all of his money and just buying garbage and never talking to him, and it was amazing. I think it was on H3H3.
Oh,
He posted
really?
about that one. Yeah. If you watch that,
That's funny because that's like the same. Well, like him and Gila like dated over Skype for forever before they got together.
Yeah, except for they like went out to Israel and they like met.
Yeah.
So
I
but
saw.
anyway.
I did not cry watching that video. It was very sweet.
But I will say that the r/90 Day Fiance is real bad. It's very objective.
It sounds like something that's terrible.
Here's
Yeah.
the woman that was in that episode. She's like, I mean, watch the H3 video. It's enough, I think, for you to get into it. Are we still live, or did I pause the recording?
I think we're still live. Yeah,
we're still
I
live.
still gotcha.
Okay, it just froze on my screen then. I just wanted to verify because I was in like mid
Let
chat.
it go. Let it go. 'Cause
I can't tell if we're live.
frozen.
It's just not the video. Oh, there it goes. Oh, my
It's
God.
live.
Sorry, I'm just sorry.
Fuck it.
Okay, we don't got a lot of time left tonight, boys. Okay, so I finally got through my fucking my worst of Reddit. Let me strike through that. All right.
What else?
Also,
Matt
what is
talked
it
about
with
a thing he
people
did.
on the internet and having to make sure that everyone knows when they are not going to enjoy something? It's like, just don't watch the fucking movie. Don't play
you're
the
right.
game. Don't you don't have to make a big fucking post out of it.
I will mention that former co-hosts of the podcast probably would spend a lot of time there. r/unpopular opinions.
No, you're talking about Adam, right?
Yes, definitely
Okay.
Adam.
Yeah.
He's always a contrarian.
Yes.
If you
And
know. him.
Adam abused the shit out of that hamster, right?
Hamster.
Look,
The hamster.
Matt, the hamster should have known.
The hamster is an asshole.
The hamster.
Yeah, obviously
have-
you just fucking release it and
Look, if it can't live in nature, he was freeing it.
yeah.
The hamster was free.
Because I could definitely live in, like, let's say the Arctic. Like, all nature is the same, right, John?
Well, hamsters don't live in. They live in temperate areas. They burrow.
And this one probably got eaten by an owl.
You just wait. I'm gonna go back to that like area because I know exactly where that happened.
And there's
Where
a
our
giant
old
hamster now.
and there will just be like fucking
They'll have a
tons of
whole
hamsters living over
society.
there.
Well, somehow we found another hamster to breed
Yeah,
with.
yeah. Someone else was just like,
Those-
I can't
a bunch
deal.
of half hamster, half rats.
Yeah. Oh my god. It's gonna be like
A
fucking
bunch of
Secret
fucking
of Nim
hats
over there.
around.
I'll need to
Yeah.
find that episode.
I don't even remember, but I do. I mean, that is a weird thing to do.
No, I remember that was the episode with my ex-girlfriend where she was like, I'm just never going to listen to this again.
Oh wow, we lost the listener.
Yeah,
It's
you
okay.
did.
We would have lost her anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, that man, that reminds me. I mean, I talked about God. I was just finding the old letter that was left to me from that ex roommate as well. That was very aggressively passive aggressive. It was just like Jesus, man. Some people got to make life hard.
So
John,
anyways,
you're gonna have
turn
to
into this week's Saturday Night Bite.
I would like to do another one.
Yeah. I miss Lance.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
It's
well,
he's
we
hard-
should mention
he's hard to
for
get
the
a hold of.
listeners, this is completely separate from what we were talking about earlier. We do miss
Yeah,
Lance.
yeah. No, yeah. Well, Lance knew the roommate we're talking about. So he would have more insight, I think, into all
I
these
feel
stories.
like in some ways he knew that roommate better than
Better
anyone.
than any of us. Oh my god. All right. Well, we gotta finish here. So TJ, I believe, had a bite answers.
I do have a bite answers.
We should do these earlier in the show. So I
Yeah,
feel
we
like these
should.
We're
No,
gonna
I
do.
feel like we've got the focus and the stamina. And
I feel
and
like the
focus.
best parts of the episode are the bite answers to me, and we leave it for the people that were good
So
enough.
we do our political rants first.
Oh,
and
let's
alienate
never do that
everybody.
again. This episode's going to be cut out of order.
Yes. So just in the middle of this, just to get something cut out of what I'm saying right now,
Yep.
Trump just recently said, "Screw all y'all, I'm building the wall anyway."
Yeah. Just do
Wait,
like
really?
just
Yes.
memento this.
It's breaking news.
Like literally.
Well, okay, so the only way he can do that is declaring a state of national
He's still not doing that,
emergency.
but anyway.
So he's just surprise. It's just talk.
Yeah, it's at a rally in El Paso or something.
Oh, that's dumb. He doesn't mean any of that.
Does anybody
just-
else remember presidents doing rallies when they weren't campaigning?
Come on. Let's not
Okay.
political. Get your fucking bite answers. TJ, you just tried to assassinate our podcast with that.
So this thing was this taken from the McElroys?
Yeah.
Okay, because I didn't even know they had this when I brought up let's just do bite answers, but so anyway, am I just being used?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Okay.
Done.
Done. All right, roll that beautiful beat footage. I am 29 and dating a 37-year-old man.
Too old.
Hang on, half your age plus 7. Let's just do 38 because it's easier to do the math. Half 38 is 19 plus 7. No, it's fine. It's not creepy yet.
Modify for your own local legality.
It's honestly not creepy at all, to be fair. I mean,
All right.
when you're in your 30s and someone's almost in their 30s, it's fine.
Yeah, exactly. He just got out of jail in January for
Whoa!
punching a cop.
For what?
Punching a cop.
Okay. Already sounds like a pillar of the community.
Oh,
Wait,
That's
what was
our-
the first
that's our
sentence
red
of this?
flag
I'm
alert.
29 and dating a 37-year-old man. Or
No,
the
what was
original
the
question,
title? What was
Am
the
I
question?
just being used?
Yes. A man who is fresh from jail.
Man, I'm not gonna be able to get through this whole thing because just every bit is just like, yes, and it's done.
Okay, yep, continue.
He's an alcoholic and former coke user.
Jesus.
He can't get a job because of his record
Have you tried
And
turning
is on-
it off and on again?
and is on disability for his mental health. What?
What was that? Okay, so this woman is literally describing a train wreck, a tornado of a man, and is asking if she's being used.
Yep.
Continue.
He's bulimic and has a child living in another state.
What? What does bulimic have to do with anything at
I
this
have no
point?
clue.
A child living in another state. Is the child his, or does he just know a child living in another state?
You just found one.
Let's just say yes.
Okay.
Both. He doesn't pay for anything, and I have
Okay.
to pay for everything.
You're literally being used monetarily right now,
Yep.
and you're asking if you're just being used.
I buy him weed once a week to bring to him. I only
This
read.
is literally like the Frank Reynolds, like Charlie's mom, like Bang Maid situation.
I only read up until punching a cop before I'm like, this is the right one. Switch.
Okay.
I also buy him stuff to binge and purge
What?
for his bulimia.
She's like
Bulimic.
actively hurting
Encouraging.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has no intention of getting a job, and I have to pay for everything because I work, and he says I can afford more than him.
Balls.
Balls.
Hey,
Balls.
balls.
That
Balls.
was
White
too
balls.
long.
Balls. Premier balls.
Balls.
Beast balls.
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 Ball.
Balls. Balls aplenty.
Balls. Ball.
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 Balls. Balls. Balls.
Balls.
The
Balls.
ball
galore.
tangent.
Do a preferential ball treatment. Balls. Ball. Balls. Ball. Which ball? Balls. Balls.
Balls.
Balls.
Ball shift balls.
You didn't even do the short one. That was the supercut.
Okay. Anyway, where were we? Sorry. Okay. She
He has
helps
no
him out.
intention of getting a job, and I have to pay for everything because I work, and he says I can afford more than him.
I can afford more than him.
That's the first paragraph.
That's just weird. Okay. Okay.
Yep.
Wait. There's more.
There's more here.
All
Not
right.
a
Let's
lot
go.
more. I'm also kind of a mess and have a personality disorder and PTSD and just got out of eating disorder treatment.
What? Okay, first off, I'm pretty sure most people that would treat you for any sort of mental disorder would say to keep yourself away from other people who may enable your disorders.
Yeah.
Correct.
You know?
But other
And I
people
d-
that will be a drain on you.
Yes.
I was raped when I was younger and also drink and smoke weed.
I don't have any I don't have
Whoa,
any
whoa, whoa,
subs
whoa,
for
whoa, whoa,
that
whoa!
'cause it's
She
too
drinks
sad.
weed.
No, well, she says drink and smoke weed, so that's
Smoke weed every day.
Drink
Heyo.
weed every afternoon. That's my version.
Everybody knows you're high.
So is Adam?
Okay.
Is Adam the boy? Is Adam the boyfriend here?
I think Adam's writing
we
this
don't-
letter.
we don't know if this is a female.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, it's an anonymous post.
It could be a gay relationship. I
Yep.
feel like we're being a bit. Well, she mentions.
Don't assume their gender.
Fine. They mentioned that it's a man, right? That was in jail.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm 29 dating a 37-year-old man. That's the only gendered part other than a bunch of he's.
I think the other gendered part is that they're posting on Yahoo Answers,
Correct.
so they're probably a female.
I'm not sure if this is a healthy relationship.
It's not.
I know we're both unhealthy individually,
I don't got
but
anything
we're
else.
happy together.
Are they happy together? Are they happy together? Or are you just happy that you have someone and he's happy to have someone to use?
Have you tried
Yep.
Tinder? Because, like, there's a lot of not great people on there, but they're all better than this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's the end of it.
Okay. Good.
So I guess it goes back to the title. Am I just being used?
Type in the words, type in the letters YES period and then send it.
Yeah.
I mean,
I didn't
I
have the
can't.
period.
You didn't put the period in?
Okay, now I have it. I already had yes typed in earlier.
Yeah. I
TJ
think that's
only
it.
can get access to the period once a month. So
What are you talking about? I've got 2 periods in my name. John just forgets them all the time.
Oh.
no. I prefer the phonetic spelling of TJ.
Yeah.
T-E-E.
That's okay. We all get
J-A-Y.
the we all get the access to the period at the same time each month because we've synced up.
Yeah, we've
through our
synced our
podcast.
cycles.
So
my
I'm just
first
gonna say yes.
answer
Doc.
would be please seek help. This is you need a help that Yahoo Answers cannot provide. And I'm worried
are-
about you.
Actively making your relationship. You're actively making your life worse by being in this toxic relationship, which may not seem toxic, but by the point, it may not on its surface level seem toxic, but the fact that you're asking strangers on the internet this question likely means that it isn't as healthy as you might think.
Also,
Like
there's
obviously you're
something-
having reservations.
and I don't know if I can phrase this properly, but like asking about all of these flaws and then qualifying it with, but I have these flaws is not a thing you should do.
Yeah, it's never good. Usually it's not we're both shitty, so it's
Yeah.
okay. It's usually we're both helping each other overcome our flaws. That's a good relationship.
Tippity tap, tippity tap, tippity tap.
I missed some of the good stuff that John was saying as I was typing.
No, but I
Um,
said all the good stuff.
We all had some good stuff.
Yeah.
Good points all around. Good job, everyone.
Okay. I got some of the John stuff in here too.
All right. We have now. It's gonna be hard for you, TJ, because we haven't gone into a crazy tangent because this was just so sad. But
Yeah.
what have you synthesized from our answers?
All right. First paragraph is just the word yes with a period.
That is correct.
Okay. Second paragraph is you each need individual help that Yahoo Answers may not provide.
Also correct.
Oh, sorry. Won't be able to provide. Won't provide you. Can't provide you.
Yes.
Each of you seem to be enabling the other to sink deeper into things that harm yourselves. It is more important that each of you can be better as individuals and not sink deeper into toxic behaviors. I said sink deeper twice.
Man, you're just really good at this, TJ. You're so much more eloquent than I would have been. Then, bitch, you being used.
Bitch, you crazy. Also, something about don't use your own flaws to justify you being used by somebody else.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah.
Make it sound.
You don't
smarter.
deserve to be. Just because you have problems doesn't mean that it's okay.
And then, of course, end it with Yas Queen.
Yas Queen.
I still don't know how to do
How many
that right.
X's are we supposed to put down?
I'm a
One,
person
just the
that's
one.
I'm a person that's in a weekly burlesque show, and I don't know what the proper use of Yas Queen is.
I think you just say it anytime. I think it's gotten so overused now that it's not like hipper anymore. So
Okay.
like, so it's fine.
Okay. So then that one, TJ.
They're gonna come up with that community will come up with a new phrase that they'll use, and then it'll get co-opted by like.
Yeah.
Yep.
It'll be something new,
culture.
some new slang from drag queens of color that'll be co-opted by white women.
Yes.
Thank you for your answer. You have earned 2 points.
Yeah, 2 points.
Wait, we got 2 points?
Every time you answer, you get 2 points.
Oh,
We're
okay.
the
How many
best.
points do we have?
All right.
2. We've
I
got
can actually
2.
see this now. I now have we have more than 2. Could you start?
Are we are we a
159
Yahoo
points.
Answers affiliate now?
No, not yet.
Okay.
When do we get affiliate status?
So I added a little bit at the end for stuff that you guys said. Just because
Some
you have problems
extra
doesn't mean
S's to the Yas Queen.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
doesn't mean you have to stick with others with problems of their own. But yeah, we haven't gotten like no one's been upvoting our stuff.
That's
But
fine.
no one's
We
been
have the
upvoting
hard
any
truth.
stuff. Here, I'll upvote our own. And maybe we'll get best answer for some of these because we only have one best answer. And that
Can you
was
add that, like Josh Groban, you have to find somebody that will lift you up on eagle's wings.
Smash that like button.
Smash that mouth button.
That should exist.
mouth button.
Smash that mouth
Okay,
button.
hold on. I have my pad. What
I'm
did
really
you come up
sad that like on the Born in the 80s website that like YouTube links aren't working anymore from old posts. I'm sad.
I think they changed their URL.
Great. So literally
Thing.
every YouTube link I have is broken on articles.
Yeah.
That's always annoying. When you like read an old archived article and all the YouTube links are completely broken.
Yeah.
You're like, oh.
Or all
Yahoo
the
Answers
tweets that
doesn't like-
BuzzFeed posted.
All right,
Yeah,
we
well-
gotta end.
Yahoo Answers doesn't like apostrophes. They take them out.
Oh.
What's the
Yeah.
Smash Mouth meme we came up for?
Play the music.
Oh, with killers.
That's the one.
Somebody told me.
Killer.
Wait, what is the
You had a girlfriend, or you had a boyfriend who looks like a girlfriend.
no,
I
no.
met in February of last year.
Somebody once told me the
Somebody
world's gonna
once
roll
told me
me
that you
and
had
ate
a
the sharpest
girlfriend.
tool in the shed.
Somebody, somebody.
That's a great
Somebody,
one.
some. Have you ever seen the Smash Mouth All Star created entirely from Guy Fieri clips?
Yes,
Really? Because
It's the
that's
best
the thing I
thing.
just made up right now.
it's the best thing ever. Matt, I feel like I've seen this.
Is it a real thing?
I don't know. Smash Mouth Guy Fieri. I mean, yeah. Guy Fieri and the guy from Smash Mouth are the same guy, right?
Yeah.
Maybe I just Mandela effect me
Was
here.
it in a fever dream? If it doesn't exist, we're gonna make it. What? Subscribe to our new YouTube page. Born in the 80s, #1 A+ memes. Spider-Man
Yes.
Elsa.
Just wait till those frosted tips come back, and he's gonna have worked himself all the way around on that.
Is it bad that I still affiliate Smash Mouth All Star with the Mystery Men soundtrack instead of with Shrek?
Yeah,
I don't
you're
think
wrong.
I've ever actually seen Mystery Man.
History
I
has
have.
proven you wrong, TJ.
I know.
I don't think Mystery Man is really not good, but also fun in its own way.
It also had Kel Mitchell in it.
It did. But
One of the two
Anyway.
movies that had Kel Mitchell in it.
John_Danger on the Hell website, twitter.com is me, or borninthE80s.net is the website.
You could
Our
pledge
Discord
your,
is pinned.
yes,
on
the
our-
Discord is YOLO420.com/borninthE80s, all lowercase. You can
Hell
pledge
yeah.
your eternal soul to Satan by listening to Matt Haig music on Spotify 666 times in a row.
I was doing that during the podcast, alternating
Matt-
between yours and Cole Watson stuff.
Yeah, Matt Haig stands for Knights in Satan's Service.
yes.
Oh.
If you listen to all my songs on Spotify backwards, it won't make any sense.
It'll say that John is dead.
Matt, you need to have an Undertale song, and then you'll be big.
That's
So-
true.
So just do a Megalovania
Is that
cover.
still
yourself.
going to be big in a month when it,
Oh yeah.
like the month it
Yes.
takes me to complete that song?
So do that, and then do a Deltarune song, and then another
Yes.
Undertale.
Do Sans.
Okay.
Get that song.
Yeah, do
I
Sans
need
Undertale.
TJ to be my meme expert in picking
Okay.
songs that'll
He's
make
your
me go
meme
viral.
Sherpa.
Yep. And I'm TJ. That's at MayofMay84 on Twitter. MayofMay everywhere else, including Twitch. Follow me over there, or just come hang with me in the Discord. It's fun.
Or in Illinois.
I swear. Don't find me. You don't want to see me in person. I don't want to see me in person. But I love you all. Bye-bye, everyone.
Goodbye, everyone.
Yes.